Morning everybody, thanks for joining me today on another walk. Something a little bit different today. We've come out to North Yorkshire, mile or two out of Ripon. It's a 17 miler, so after the success of last week's 19.5 miler, I thought I'd come out and do another long one. Now, one such man was a certain William Aislabie. I think I got that right. Aislabie, yeah. And he devised this route, this 17-mile route, in between his big estates. He lived at Studley Royal, and he owned lots of estates around here. Hackfall, which we're going to in a minute. And he wanted to devise this route, linking them all up, linking his land up. A route that he could take family and friends on horseback and in carriages, just to show them around and show it all off, you know. Show off what he'd got. So that's what he did. And it was very popular. Until about the 19th century, when it sort of fell out of favour a bit. And much of the route was lost. Now, you can still follow the route. There was enough evidence there to link places up, and you could still work out the route. So that's what somebody's done today, and linked up this route. The Aislabie Way, or the Aislabie Walk, we'll call it, shall we? Now, it is signposted. It's going to be a tough day, I tell you that. Parked up in the village of Gruelthorpe at the moment, and it's bloody pissing it down. 90% chance of rain all day today, so I'm going to get wet anyway. Be waterproof on from the start, I think. So we're in Gruelthorpe. Apparently there's been a village here since the 9th century, so it's quite an old settlement. I'm going to get bloody booted up and get out of here. It's got to be done. Come along with me. You might enjoy it. Okay then, so we're out of the woods now. That's Hackfall Woods. Bloody brilliant it is. One of William's, owned by the great William Aislabie. Can't get that name right, can I? It's a shadow of what it was in them days, I suppose. But still a great place to walk. Hackfall. Look it up. Even visit. It's inspired many a great artistic mind. The great painter Turner, he came here to paint. I'll have to look them pictures up. They'll be on the internet somewhere, aren't they? Turner, William Wordsworth, he visited on his way through to the lakes one time, apparently, so they say. This path's zigzagging all over the place, all through the woods, to visit little follies, but I just didn't have the time for that today. I went to that fountain pond, and you have to pump up 10 good pumps, it says, then wait 10 minutes for the fountain. But I've got a lot of ground to cover. I couldn't hang around for 10 minutes. I'm never going to get done at that rate. I could have spent all bloody day in them woods. Might be worth coming back another time to do a more in-depth look around. But we've got to move on now, and it's still raining. I'm bloody hot in them woods, I tell you. Never mind, let's move on. Enjoying it so far. It's a good start, that. Past the witch in the woods house. Tucked away in that little bit of woodland there's a house. Looks a bit spooky. The witch in the woodlands house. The witch in the woods house. I'll leave it to your imagination as to how it got its name. Just through that gap I can see Ripon Cathedral. Now that's what you call a lime tree. Right, so this is Studley Royal Deer Park. This was the jewel in the crown of William. I'm not going to try and say his second name. Alright, I'll try, shall I? This was the jewel in the crown of William Aislabie. That's best yet. So yeah, this is where it all went on for him. I think you're free to walk here. Walk where you like. Don't interfere with the deer. Apparently they're lambing. Apparently. Oh bloody hell. I think you're free to walk here. Walk where you like. It's joined on to Fountains Abbey. I think you have to pay to get in there. But that's not on our route today, so we're not going there. Bloody gorgeous this. The size of that oak. There's a little tree here. It's fenced off, look. Wonder why that is. What sort of tree is it? Looks like a cherry. Yeah, that's a cherry tree, that. What's happened here? This tree is special. It's at least 325 years old. Thought to be the oldest cherry tree in the UK. By supporting its last remaining stem and relieving it of the pressure from deer and people, the hope is that it can put out fresh shoots and live for many more years to come. Wow. Britain's oldest cherry tree. Look at the size of that. Cherry trees usually quite small, aren't they? Not that one. 800 acres apparently, this whole site. Yeah. Now there used to be a huge manor house, mansion house so to say, up in the top corner where we came in somewhere. but it was burnt down in 1946. Yeah. And the grounds and Fountains Abbey have been given World Heritage status. So that's pretty important, isn't it? That's just how good this place is. World Heritage. There's a Victorian church over there. We're heading off in that direction now. So we've got a bear right just down here. Oh, and I can see some deer. What sort are they? Look like roe. Here we have a big driveway, and once again in the very far distance I can see Ripon Cathedral. Ah, I would say the deer are fallow deer. Can you see them? Sign saying open daily, but it's closed. That's a new one on me. I shall have to give that one a look. I found this little bridge over the River Scal, and I'm going to sit here and have something to eat and drink. Beautiful little spot. Look at this, look. It's a mole motorway. I wonder if it's the same mole. He keeps popping his head up every 10 minutes. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? This one don't look like it's been here long. I'm guessing he's about here now. Waiting to have another look. Are we there yet? Okay, so now it's time for this week's Point to Ponder. And what are we pondering on this week? Ticks. How many billion do you reckon there is in the world? Ticks. There must be billions and billions and billions of them in the world. The whole world, aren't there? And out of them billions, how many of them actually latch onto a person or an animal and suck their blood? How many of them? Not even 1%, not even 0.5%, not even 0.25% of them. 99 point blah 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 % of them don't do what they're here to do. So 99.9% of them, they're just living a wasted life, aren't they? Now that's a point to ponder. You don't half look daft, you lot. Do you? Huh? You don't half look daft. Spotty. Alright, Spotty. Views to the North York Moors from here. It's a long way. And I don't believe it. Right in the middle of these two trees, I can see the Kilburn White Horse. We couldn't see it the other week, could we, when we were 200 yards away from it. Now we're 30 miles away from it and I can see it. How cool is that? "13 miles in now. My legs and feet are screaming at me to stop. Might have to find a pub, mightn't I? That's an idea. About a mile, I think, to the next village. I think there's a pub there. Treat myself. Third river of the day. The River Laver. What a beautiful spot this is. So nice. Well, this was a surprise. Doesn't seem to be lived in. I'd like to go and have a look, but there's a CCTV in operation sign there. Best not. Look at this for a contraption. Got a piece of hose pipe on a piece of twine, and you have to pull it up. Just do it by hand. Nothing's easy, is it? Whose idea was that? Bit of a disaster, that. Been wandering around these fields in a big loop. The outdoor active map, the little blue dot, hasn't moved for half an hour, so I can't rely on that anymore. Where I thought I was on the map, paper map, there's a path diversion, and this old paper map is years and years old, so for a little while there I didn't know where the hell I was. I think I'm back on track now though. There's a gate here with an arrow pointing up that way. That's the way I'm going anyway. That's the only option I've got. I'm not walking around these bloody fields again. Just when your bloody feet are screaming at you, you put extra on the bloody walk, don't you? Here we go. That's the way we're going anyway. Don't know how it happened. I was heading for a village called Galfay, and I ended up in a village called Winksley. Galfay's a mile, another mile to get there yet. Don't know how it happened. That was that bloody diversion. Bloody diversion when I weren't looking. Caught me out. Scuppered me plans, didn't it? So what I thought was going to be a right easy day, turning into a bit of a bugger. Might even be longer than last week's walk. Just come over that stile there. There's a huge bull there, so I've been all the way around this field to where I thought you exited the field, and there's bugger all here, so I've got to go back. This is becoming a bit of a nightmare. Well, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. Oh, couldn't resist. Braithwaite Hall Estate. Pretty hefty gates, them. Well, I must say, that pub, I needed that. I was beginning to, it was coming a chore, you know, but now I'm back on it, enjoying it again. Galfay, good old Galfay. I looked it up. The name comes from the Old English meaning gallows enclosure. Galfay. Nice place. Okay, so this is Braithwaite Hall. Look at that roof. It's amazing. Puts you in mind of a gingerbread house. I wonder who lives in Braithwaite Hall. Somebody with some serious money. Amazing. Okay, we're not far off the village of Kirkby Malzeard now.
That's a funny name, isn't it? Sounds a bit Cornish, I think. Malzeard. There's a pub there. Don't know if I need another pint though. Best just to get home, innit? Look at this bloody weather, it's gorgeous. It's supposed to be pissing it down all day, but it's coming up to 5 o'clock now. Coming up to, well, we're just past 17.5 miles. So it's going to be about as long as last week's. Yeah, there's one pub in the village. Queen's Head. Can I walk past it? Do you reckon I can walk past it? There used to be two. There used to be a pub called the Henry Jenkins. I believe it closed in 2008. And it was named after a local bloke, Henry Jenkins. And he lived to be 169 allegedly. This was in the 1600s. So how true that was, I don't know. I doubt it. Nobody lives to be 169, do they? Apart from me, I will. It's all this walking, you see. It keeps you fit, doesn't it? Keeps you going. There's nothing quite like it. 169. I've only got another 105 years. Can I do it? Can I bloody do it? We're on the last leg now. Back to Grillthorpe. Talking to last legs, I got 2 of them. Why am I doing this? Because I love it. That's why. Oh, what a sight. The car's up ahead. Oh. What a lovely sight. Get the car and we'll have a look at the scores on the doors. Okay, so we're talking 10 hours, average of 1.9 miles an hour, 19 miles 62. So that's 2 more miles than that should have been. All that buggering about, wasn't it? Back now though. Right then, better drive home now then. You're never going to believe it. This week's was 19 miles 0.62 and last week's walk was 19 miles 0.61. So I built it up a bit, and I oh, my bloody legs, my feet especially, are bloody screaming at me. But just got that drive home now. It's only 45 minutes probably. So thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Apart from the bits where I got lost and that, you know. But yeah, really did enjoy it. So if you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up, will you? Give us a subscribe if you haven't already done so. And leave a comment. I'll get back to you. I'll see you later. Bye. See ya. Bye.